come in at the shower. Me back up me pants and me pull over. The girl drop the sofa, she bend over. Me just dock the ship and drop the anchor. The girl she a scream and a beg and a holler. I said the man rock a push it little further. When me push it little further, she ball for murder. At that time you know say it's all over.
So 999, I murder on the bed. When time the bad man pushing me third leg. The girl she a ball rip off the bed head. I take she to a nail, then rip up me spread. She a scream, she a holler, she a ball, she a beg. Ask if a Viagra a stud 100. Me looking at she eye and see the water shed. At that time me know say she dead.
Moala ia fei anekina A musia mo akoia Oku ai mo ke fia fia I kai peha ne ako kita Ke mala ia fei anekina
Do a cover for y'all. Ai etele itu ua oa utoi manatu fia momolia tu. Tau sana iluma mea chuchu buai. Ole nu na mati le afai. Leo oni rosa e leo lai On leo te foi mo Ole ale ai se fale ilunga limonga me se fatau ma ataua Le ai foi ni afu
So semea o te mawhaia Mata utona mo oe o lo uni manao Paulava se aro o te avatu o manatu ya oia te au Paulea o te ofo inatu au nei mo Mama oh pea tupu lagi ai ofani neu piu hono sani oh ia we me aongo ko tamai tangi mai eu tupu I he maoni I he aleta
Check 1 2 testing 1 2 Testing 1 2 testing 1
2
tai kumiha o kakala keke o fai koi o fani he ikai toe he liani fai vatangi no ani ikai osi ihe maoni ihe ale tale
Kataka Babuhenia Seletute Bishop Liufao and Seletute.
Kita ulanga e itulu se sia ale tale oi ofa te uluga hokoto ma au ko fe ofa akini ko mate te ofa tu
ihe mo oni ihe ale tale ukavea si kuloto ihe kakala pakavale kaumaya geuka hoa aiki ofanga kena fe ao kita nekinanga eu du ihe mo oni ihe ale tale ukavea si kuloto ihe kakala fakavale kaumaya geuka hoa aiki ha ofanga kena fe ao kita nekinanga
mani ole vave au itau sangi fungala ai ala usuita ile faiva o mafaufa talu olo upopole le ite iwale taula taunu uale uale awile ina awe ese ifai mai sau betu ai mi mala ibetu ai manu esau fungala upele sau masina e puvai malu ese inu ale hai tama ole nu Teina petu ainia Ukusata fai Ole au a mene ilunga Ai popole lo uloto Ona o sautu ua inana Ne ililo yutuma Ai ali na utuma Awe Ese ifai mai sau Betu ai ni mala I betu ai manu Sau fungala upele Sau masina e puvai malu Ese inu ale hai Tama ole nu Lo upale sa o tiwai e pia Le fai tulani Utangi mai yala
Maupuni matangi Olo usola Umutale petua Ea uole vasa Umutusia lo upale sa oti vai apia Umutusia lo upale sa oti vai apia
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome you to the Marriott for the reception of Lloyd and Kat Sapiga. We're really excited that you're able to visit with one another as you arrive into the beautiful ballroom for the reception. And for those of you who were able to be at the ceremony earlier today, we know that the spirit of the two who were here to celebrate is definitely one of love and unity. So if you could please make your way to a seat. We're going to be introducing the wedding party. My name is Sia Tonga. I'm the bride's cousin from, I live in Hawaii, but just like the bride, we come from the village of Vautu'u and Vaini, and she's also from Homa. And so I want to say to you that my heart is full because in every family there are celebrations of life. Yesterday we celebrated the life of one of our dear uncles in Tonga, Manu Neufi. And it is his wish and the wish of our whole family that Kat have a happy celebration. So even though many of my family are wearing black in honor of our family funeral, you watch, we're going to start doing cartwheels as soon as it's time to. There's no tapu, there's no kapus anymore because Uncle Manu would have wanted us to celebrate Kat. What's not to celebrate about a man and a woman like Lloyd and Kat, who have shown us how we can be, right? Successful at whatever they do. They've been the best auntie and uncle, and now it's time for them to start their family. And so if you're excited to be here, can you please make some noise so they can hear you outside? I just flew in this morning and very blessed to be working together with Leata Hunt, who is the niece of our groom. And we're trying to show the example that when two people get married, they become one family. So we're going to work together like Samoans and Tongans have for hundreds of years. And we become an eternal family today. So Leata will be helping me with the program. And we're going to introduce the wedding party very soon. And after we introduce the wedding party, we'll start with a prayer and a welcome speech. And we're going to enjoy dinner. So with no further ado, I'm going to turn the time over to Leata so that we can begin the introduction of our line.
All right, testing. Talofa. Malo elele. Welcome and greetings, ladies and gentlemen. It is such an honor and a privilege to be here. Blessed when I found out that I was going to be co-emceeing with the one and only Telesia Tonga. Let me tell you, yes, exactly. That's exactly how my heart felt. And I felt so honored. And so I thank God for this privilege to serve all of you, especially knowing that a couple has come together in unity, that of Kat and Lloyd Sapiga. And so honored that we could be here. My name is Leata Puailoa Hunt. I currently live here and reside in Sandy, Utah. But I, too, am also from the islands of the South Pacific, all the way, and I'm here in representation of all the Samoans from all the villages, you name it, because I cannot name it all. Today, give that a round of applause in unity with our Tonga family all together. And to be mindful, I also know many of you are non-Pacific Islanders. You too are family to us. Let's give them a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, welcome to Kat and Lloyd Sapiga, a special day, therefore making you a part of our family united today. And so we're excited. I'm here to tell you, enjoy every moment, cherish every moment of what you're about to witness this evening, because this reception is one for the eternities. This reception is definitely a day that we are united, not as from one family to another, but one entire family today. So again, what a privilege, Sia. I'm excited. You're looking fabulous today that we can go ahead and get this started. It looks like everyone's in their seat, ready to get this rolling. And so welcome again.
We want to start by introducing the junior bridesmaids and the groomsmen. So we'll have two sets of the line. First, the junior bridesmaids and groomsmen, and then we'll have the rest of the bridesmaids and groomsmen join us. So we'd like to call them in because before we introduce them pair by pair, we actually would like them to join us right center stage at this time.
Squirrel use a sexy motherfucker.
Give me your attention, baby. I gotta tell you a little something about yourself. You're wonderful, flawless, ooh, you a sexy lady. But you walk around here like you wanna be someone else. Ooh, wow. I know that you don't know it, but you're fine, so fine. Fine, so fine. Ooh, wow. Oh, girl, I'm gonna show you when you're mine, oh, mine. Mine, oh, mine. Treasure, that is what you are.
It's the junior bridesmaids and groomsmen. Come on, everybody, show them some love.
Come true. If you let me treasure you. If you let me treasure.
First, we want to introduce our first junior bridesmaid formally. We want to introduce Marley Neufi, who is the niece of the bride. She's the daughter of Bishop Katerina and Shauna Neufi. She goes to Springville High School, and she's an amazing rugby player and obviously an amazing dancer, too. Her partner, oh, thank you for that applause, everyone. Her partner is Jared Ava. Come on down, Jared Ava. Jared is the nephew of the groom. He's the son of Crystal and Jared Ava. His grandmother, Ann Toilolo, who's here with us, is actually the groom's sister. So he's representing his grandma. How about another round of applause for Marley and Jared?
All right, next up, ladies and gentlemen, we have Eliana Angilao. Eliana is the bride's niece and the daughter of Bishop Pila and Moana Angilao. She attends American Heritage Academy, and she's a great volleyball rock star player. Give it up for Eliana.
That's my niece.
All right, next, her partner is none other than Isaac Sika, who is the nephew of the bride. Let's give him a round of applause. But he's more like a son than a nephew to the bride. And you know what? She pretty much raised him growing up. So Isaac is the son of Sione and Berlina Sika. Another round of applause.
We actually have a few of the Sika children in the line because their mother, Berlina, is actually best friends with Kat. They've been friends for so many years that Kat is like their second mom. So I want to introduce first so he can escort her. This is Kisina Afemui. Kisina is the nephew of the bride. He's the son of Kitione and Suli Afemui. He's the oldest of 4 boys, loves to play rugby and football. Now I want you, Kisina, to turn around and go and escort your partner. Go back there. That's how we do it. This is Naya Sika. She's the niece of the bride, like I mentioned, one of the Sika girls. She attends Westlake High School, loves to play piano, and wants to make sure she's a big Seahawks fan. Yeah, I had to read that properly because I'm a Niners fan. But yeah, Seahawks fan. Go Naya!
Next up, we have Isabella Sika. She is the niece of the bride and has been like a daughter as well. She is the daughter of Sione and Berlina Sika. Isabel attends Skyridge High School and is a basketball star at Skyridge altogether. Give it up for Isabella, who is escorted now by her partner, Malachi Aulava. Oh yeah, get him, Malachi. His moves are going through. The nephew of the groom. He is the son of Jean and Maka Aulava. Malachi is an amazing baseball player and a starting pitcher on his baseball team. Give it up to these two athletes.
That completes the junior bridesmaids and groomsmen. They may now take their seats. You know, I love that Kat and Lloyd decided to have junior bridesmaids and groomsmen, and also have chosen some of the people who have helped them get to this day.
And if there's one thing about them as well, they don't want to leave anyone behind. They want everyone to feel included and loved and supported, and it's evident today.
We're going to introduce at this time the senior bridesmaids and groomsmen. First up, Philo Mawia is the nephew of the groom. Philo's from Seattle, Washington, married to Kathy, and they have 5 beautiful children, and they're all here today to celebrate his uncle and auntie Kat's special day. He's actually escorting Atili'i Moala, who's the niece of the bride, daughter of Ngan Malemana, Tevita, and Tupo Moala. Just graduated from high school this year in California and is getting ready to attend college. Once again, that's Philo and Atili'i.
Next up, we have Tautalanga Tuivaiti, who is the groom's good friend from Torrance, California, is represented today. Let me tell you, he served with the groom in the Elders Quorum presidency in the Harbor 4th Ward and is honored and blessed to be a part of the wedding party today. He is partnered alongside none other than Oliana Pulo, who is the best friend of the bride. She was a classmate of the bride and attended Besenga Church College of Western Samoa. She is married to Lole and has one beautiful daughter, Violet. Give another big round of applause, Tautalanga and Oliana.
Remix.
Next up, we'd like to introduce Eric Fa'aliliu. Eric is the little brother of the groom, practically. He hails from Redlands, California, married to his beautiful wife, Chloe, and they have 3 beautiful children. And Eric is escorting Milika Nau Olevao, who in fact just got married to one of our cousins, Sione Olevao. Milika's a good friend of the bride. She's the only daughter of Nani and Lucy, born and raised in Provo, Utah, and she currently works with troubled youth in Provo Canyon, but she lives in Salt Lake City. How about a nice round of applause for Eric Fa'aliliu and Milika Nau Olevao.
Oh yeah. Hey.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, that's kind of what we expected from all the couples. Thank you for reminding them how we do it, Eric and Milika.
Next up, we have Manu Haunga, who is a friend of the groom and the bride. He also has been like a big brother to the bride and always has been there for the bride way before the groom came into her life. He is the father of 3 amazing young women and the life of the party. Alongside Manu is escorted by her partner, Alai Wolfgram, who is the cousin of the bride. She is the daughter of Anna and Lopini Wolfgram. She graduated from UVU in business management with an emphasis in international business. She is currently working in real estate as an escrow assistant. She is very, very single and available and ready to mingle. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen. Manu and Alai.
And me? Yeah, I know my name. Come on.
Hey!
Tama hapapaw ni Ono, Manu. Just want to add too that Alai is related to Kat the same way I am, because her grandfather and my grandmother are siblings. And Manu, he's close to both the bride and groom, but back from their days at UVU, along with Moana Ngilao, there's no closer connection than everybody that has spent all that time transitioning UVSC to UVU. They were all there. Next, I want to introduce Benjamin Tamani Kayaroy. Benjamin is the groom's good friend all the way from Samoa. His mother is Samoan. His father is actually Fijian from Lakemba, so he's also Tongan. What's up, Rick? He currently lives in Las Vegas with his beautiful wife, Virginia. Now, I have to tell you, weddings are family reunions, so if we get sidetracked, it's because we're so happy to see each other alive, because most of our family members are leaving anymore. Benjamin's not leaving, though. He has a beautiful wife, Virginia. They're the owners of Worldwide Safety Base, so if you need a job in Las Vegas, hit up your brother Ben. They have branches in Arizona, California, and Utah. He loves bodybuilding, which we know he probably did with Lloyd, and he helped develop the sport of bodybuilding in Samoa. He's escorting Tiana Noelani Moala. She's the niece of the bride, daughter of her brother, Tautai Moala, who's here from Kansas. She's a student athlete, graduated in biochemistry and molecular biology, works as a research assistant in the cardiovascular and cardiothoracic, I hope I said that right, it's Research Institute. Please give a round of applause to Ben and Tiana.
Woohoo! Get there! Hey. There goes Tiana. All right, next up we have Donnie FALEO'O, who is the groom's brother, and he hails from Carson, California. Donnie is a graduate of Carson High School and then continued his education through a football scholarship at University of Hawaii. He earned his Master's of Science in Marriage and Family Therapy at the University of Phoenix. He is a Director of Leadership and Community Outreach at After School All-Star in Los Angeles, California. Today, his partner is none other than the lovely Justina Tavana, who is the best friend of the bride. She is the daughter of Bishop Ngau and Palani Tavana. She currently resides in Orem, right here locally, ladies and gentlemen, and is working on her PhD in Alzheimer's disease genetics. She is also very, might I say, again, very single and available, ready to mingle. Give it up for Donnie and Justina.
You better get it. Come on now. Not even a little bit of a dance? Come on. Next, we got the best man and the maid of honor. I don't think this was a hard decision for the groom, because the best man has been his friend for over 30 years. Though he may look very fair in complexion, this man is very Samoan at heart. He's been to Samoa more times than I have and has fully embraced the Samoan culture because of his love for his Samoan brother, who today will finally be married like most of his friends in his line. So the best man today is Shan Lasig. Shan is the groom's best friend, like I said, over 30 years. They've been through thick and thin, good times and bad. He's always been there for the groom. Shan's the owner of Cross Country Mortgage. He's also the groom's private lender. Shan's given so much to the Polynesian community over the years and has been involved in charity and given so much to the people of the Philippines. His wife is beautiful Thelma from the Philippines. Through the Shan and Thelma Foundation, they have served. And the maid of honor is got a beautiful name. Her name is Telesia Faretao. She's a cousin of the bride, the daughter of Telesia and Puleta Afolo. She currently resides in Portland, Oregon, works as a dental assistant. By the way, like many we've announced, she's very single and available. Yes, and so with no further ado, we'd like to introduce Shan and Telesia. Come on out, Sia. Here we go, twin. Get it, twin.
In the club with my homies, tryna get a little VI. Keep it down on the low key. She know how it feels. I saw the shorty, she was checking up.
Before we introduce the bride and groom, we actually have the little flower girls. And what do you call the boys? The page boys? Iyo. Meagoya. Okay, sai. Tahokoatu. First, we want to introduce Johan FALEO'O, nephew of the groom, son of the groom's sister, Nora. And he is escorting the beautiful daughter of my co-host, This is Oshenia Hunt, niece of the groom and daughter of Ralph and Leata. How about a nice round of applause for Johan and Oshenia, both representing Lloyd's side of the family. Look at that confidence.
Next up, we have Tavai Alifua, who is the nephew of the groom and son of Ricky Jr. and Tumua Alifua. Partner today, none other than Tay Tavana, who is the niece of the groom and the daughter of Dennis and Didi Tavana. Give it up for Tavai and Tay. Woo, beautiful smiles.
I can tell that they get the confidence from the grandparents. Very good. We want to introduce handsome Alasi Toilolo. Alasi is a nephew of the groom. His father's name is Alasi, and Alasi's father's name is Alasi. So I can say that this young man is Alasi Toilolo III. And his grandmother, Anne, is actually our groom's sister, who came all the way from Hawaii to be here for the wedding. But this is Alasi and Virginia's son. He is escorting Cynthia Moala, who's a niece of the bride, the daughter of Saulala and Leah Moala. Vaisio Atakiai. Oh my goodness, aren't they adorable? Alasi and Cynthia.
All right. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, we now have Mac Thuha, who is the nephew of the bride and the son of Jeff and Lana Thuha. Escorted today by none other than Sue Tuiolemotu, who is the niece of the groom and daughter of Sam and Sharon Tuiolemotu. Give it up for Mac and Sue.
I want to remind my family, use the whole name. This boy's name is important in my family. His name is Makelani. They call him Mac in Provo, but his name is Makelani. And his great-grandfather and the bride's, his great-grandmother, Kaloni, is the sister of Kat's grandfather on her father's side. So we're actually ready for the bride and groom, huh? Ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, there'll be few times where only the bridesmaids and groomsmen are standing, but we'd like to ask you to please rise to your feet, because there is a man and a woman who throughout their life have made good decisions, have served their God, served their families, have been proud of their cultures, and they have found each other and brought us all together. And so I ask you to stand at this time so we can honor this virtuous woman who has found the love of her life. And we're so blessed to have Lloyd.
We absolutely
He's
are
so
blessed to have
amazing.
Kat as well.
They both served their missions. They both have been educated very well. They're both successful in their careers. But most of all, we're thankful that they are the people they are in our families, and we're here to support them. And if you're here to support them, please give a round of applause to the brand new Mr. and Mrs. Lloyd and Kat Sapiga.
Thine and mine. Your love is finally mine. I've been waiting for so long.
Come on, keep the clapping going, everybody, till they get to their seat.
I've been hoping and wishing and waiting and dreaming so long. And all through the night, all I think about is you. And all through the day,
And the reception is just like the bride and groom. Extremely classy. I'd like to invite them to please, Lloyd, escort your queen to her seat. As soon as they are seated, we invite all of you to do the same. One more round of applause as you take your seat. What a beautiful couple and a wonderful occasion to celebrate their love.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we go ahead and take into our seat, how about another big round of applause to the lovely Sia Tonga, ladies and gentlemen. She is such phenomenal MC leading the way for us this evening. And as everyone, again, makes their transition, do want to thank her for traveling from afar. Hawaii probably misses you right now, but we are blessed to have you here.
Before we have our opening prayer, we have special guests that we'd like to announce so that we can invite them to sit next to the bride and groom. We have a special guest who is, I think those of you who are Tongan and Samoan and have been to one another's occasions will understand that there are certain things we do to keep our relationships close. When we talk about tauhiva, it's the same for Samoans and Tongans. The way that we maintain our relationships over generations. And so Kat's father, Saulala's oldest sister, Antoni, has a daughter who has come to represent Kat's auntie. And her name is Seletute. She also came from Hawaii like I did, but she lives in Maui. So we want to welcome her today and thank her for representing her mother. Si manatki faitoka, lava mai ke ahoko ni kakatoe, ai fiefia o afra koloa koe ni. Seletute, pamaloa to lava mai. We also wanted to invite Bishop Liufau. I know that eventually if you get called out, you'll have to leave, but this ceremony and this celebration would not have been complete if the Bishop of Orem 12th was not here. I love how intimate and wonderful his message was when he performed the ceremony earlier. And so we'd like to welcome you, Bishop, to come and sit next to Lloyd. We love our cultural heritage, but the heritage of the gospel becomes very important, maybe even perhaps more important than anything else. So, whawhataitele to you, Bishop, o whātu.
Malo Albito. And so at this time, couldn't be more appropriate to begin and finally commence this special celebration as we call upon none other than our special guest that will be saying and offering a word of prayer for us today. And that will be Bishop Matali'i will be saying and offering our word of prayer.
Bishop John Matali'i, thank you.
Lo matou te mai o le langi. Matou toe tael pa I o lo swafal ni la vai tu la. Ono se whata singa, se whiawhianga, po se tau mawhatanga o matou. Whatasi ele ni lava whiawhi. Si ilo matou whaftai te o ele te mai. Ono ua maea, ni whapa ia ina o se urunga li. Le ngata I lea matou te whaftai te o ele te mai, ono sauniuninga ese, o saunia le nei lavaso, ina ia whawau pēr lo matou whiawhia, tu sai ma le whata singa, se tasi o halo whanau, ina ia mwhai ana amata, le la a inga tu sai, ma au fufuanga, I le tamaitai ma le alii, a vea masiurunga li, ta ua I tono lau malo. Mato te whaftai atu te ole te mai o na mai a fufuanga whaleanganga, ma ona tūlanga esi. O le nei tūlau mato whatasi, ina ia mato maua se whiawhianga, tu sai ma whiawhianga, po se tau mawhatanga o saunia ina whaia na whiawhia, tupu ma te mali, o le atu nu. Ai meiso a inga lua o lato saunia, le nei lava I tūla, a inga tau tupu, a inga te mali, o lato whatasi ina whaia na maua, se whiawhianga matango whia le nei lava I tūla. Mato te aioi atu I whamanuia le urunga li fau. Mau pesa le awhi whia, mas ori tu sai mas whatasinga o la whaia. Whamanui atu a inga ese, sa rato saunia le nei lava aso. Ina ia maua se whia mas ori, ina ia tau nuu. Matango whia, ngai o inga ese. Whamanuia le la tōna saunia, me tau mawha, le ngata I lea ina ia nātou tau te sami, ma whaongani mea mo wai pēle, ma losi tau tua ina lau whiau mlau ngaruenga. Whamanui atu I nātou na tau a ao ina, nei lava me tau mawha, le ngata I lea, me nātou na saunia. Nātou fōi o le a whawhiwhianga, mātou aso I whamanui atu I nātou. Mātou te ai oi atu lo wanganga I whatasi mai mātou le nei lavaso, ina ia tau nuku malimanuia. Mātou tau sanga lea la tu swafalo al pele Yesu Kristo. Amen.
I want to say thank you to Bishop John Matali'i, because he's also representing the Sapiga side of Lloyd's family. His father, Va'ai Sapiga. Bishop is actually married to his sister, Jeanette. I mentioned Ann Toilolo, who came from Hawaii. I also want to recognize Tony Sapiga and his wife, Gina, as well as Ricky and his wife, Ituala, and all of the family from the Sapiga side, also represented by that beautiful prayer. Thank you, Bishop. I know what's on your mind, right? We were going to have a welcome speech, and we will have that welcome speech. But I think it would be nice at this time, because the food has been waiting for you, that we go ahead and ask the DJ if he could go ahead and play some music, and we'll be inviting you by table to help yourself to the food, so that when you're sitting and listening to the opening speech, which will be made by our family, Matai, Ngalumalemana, and representing the Moalas, we want you to be happy, because when you haven't eaten, you don't look happy. Yes, we're all that way. So, DJ, go ahead and play us a song. We'll just enjoy some music. And if you aunties feel like dancing, you should. Maybe dance before you eat. Especially all of our diabetic uncles and aunties, come over and get some exercise before we eat all the things that we're going to enjoy today. So keep smiling, everybody, because Lloyd hasn't stopped smiling since earlier today. Yeah, that's how. Yes, and I've never seen Kat look more beautiful than today. So you know this is a match made in heaven. All right, DJ, here we go.
Let's get it, DJ. Hey!
So here's how dinner is going to work, everyone. We're going to have our welcome speech, and dinner has already been set up. And both doors, this door right by us and the door by the canyon side, both doors are open. We're going to ask that your tables come through here, go to your buffet line, and come through the middle so you can come back to your seat. Does that make sense? Just so we can avoid any traffic. So you're going to come through here, and then that side will enter through that side door, and everybody can return back to the reception through here. You know, Kat comes from a family of 7 children, many of which could not be here with us today, and so we're glad that they're going to be able to see the videos, and they'll also be able to see some of your Facebook Live. I'm thankful for technology because of that. Their hearts are here with us. If the borders were open, all of them would be here with us, celebrating, because Kat has been such a good daughter and such a good sister, such a good grandchild, such a good auntie. She has. It isn't by chance that in the family of 7, number 4, 5, and 6 are all here. Kat would be number 6. This is her brother, Ngalumalimana Tevita Moala, who's married to Tupo, who just came earlier, and Tautai, whose daughter Tiare was in the line. So we're going to ask him if he could speak on behalf of the family to welcome you all, and then we'll serve dinner. And since you're not quick to get up, I'll come to your table and invite you personally to come and enjoy the food.
Okay. As he introduced me, I'm Kat's brother. I think I'm younger. Oh, sorry, I'm older. I don't want to be too emotional, otherwise I can't say what I'm supposed to say. Thank you all for being here. I love my sister very much. My parents in Samoa and my other sibling in Australia, New Zealand, are probably watching a video, but it's good to be here. When I was asked by my sister to escort her today, I think about it, and I said, it will be an honor for me, but I know that's Dad's job, but he's not here. But I'll try to do my best to do. We grew up in a family that we were poor, but the love amongst us was greater. You know, no matter what we have, what we eat, we always smiled with each other. We respected each other. That's how we were raised. And you know, I'll leave the Palangi talk to Sia and Leata. I'll do the talk. As she mentioned, my name is Ngalumalimana. It's my Matai name from my village in Samoa, from Malie. But I was born in Awhenga. Ala whaeakasau whampaka Samoa. E momoa no taiel te whaitoa mau whapoi lao manuiti. Mau whapoi lea whaalofi sa tupu. O taia nele tapo tupo e pero whtalainga na li tulangi lea. Awa o longo tangi ao e tutu lau le whalen tulturu tau e pero whtalainga na ia pō mao. Wa toa fo iao le langi e whautu moe manu tau fiafi na o pese fitu le langi. I leo mata ina fo le silmi o e pero whtalainga na ia FALEO'O. Ai momoa nao whatu lau atu pai o Samoa i ona tulanga ese. Awa o Samoa le atu nu tofi. E ka ale manu tua sivi wa uma na puli mwhaso soa. O le paia la valea ia tu mo mapule I tu au mala taua. Ainga le tai ma le waa fonti. Ka ngange sua ma le vai whanua sa aore masala o mua. Le tama na manua tele ma to tol fare ula. Ma le lau niun sa lua. O te whatuloa tui paia maolunga o tatou aso. Paia la valea la fia mai o hainga. Sara murianga. Tu atu me tolo waa. So tu talai to fea. Mane usuari. Mane ulai ali. Le paia o alo singa. La inga saa mitua na I. Lau fitalainga. Fatoafe. A mai se le nuku whainga tā. Le a fori susu mai paia a inga sa. Ngau I whale ai. Susu ai whata maulolo. Le vanganga I tula whale maupi e tui sa mau. O paia tatou aso. I sa suma ia sunga I whawhengainga taulangi. Ma malu I lau e pikopo. Ma tai tai ore kare sia. Tau ina ia whamanuia la tua. I tau suma I ni aso. I tatou whawhiwhiaina. Le nei whengainga o sia ni aso. E le ri ma tamai tai whapipo. Tau ina ia whamanuia la tua. Ma ia langi mamai o tō susunga. E awa nei solo ia le fue pe ngau sia to o maua pe launga. A wā le whawhengai ma tau singa o ainga. A maisio le kare sia. Whamanuia la tua le rungari fōu. Ia matawhile langi ma ia. Awa nei nyangi au le rea mani au ngā solo. Ia maua pele tātou. Whamanuia la tua nei aso. Sau se tu la ta tala friari. Ta per fua mansina. Ia mau I tātou le alofa le atua. Le aso nei. O fia I tātou. Ia ola lo tangata soifua. Le tātou au Samoa. Asi whaisa o kala I le au konga rea. Le ainga lo ka mā. O lo ki ngā o le Samoa. Au lo ka mā le konga. E whai ala I a lua whamakalanga. Langa o re I le au konga. Le ukore ke u tala mo ka pui pe talangata e teo whai ki tua. Ka lava ke whahau ko atu e whatongi a rea ko kouna I au he o mea mari ke whahau ko atu. Ko le whamane more atu he whahau atu ngā o whahau ko atu. O kia e tau rea tonga ko pehe ko e poto pe a niu mui. Ka hao ni ko e tu he fia talanga o fua. E tau mai peho tu whewhine ka au ke u tua whai e rea ko he aho ni ba talangi. Kuia e tola e tau whamiri, ta mai kai, hau pe ko whai rea. Peine pe whamalo atu ka teke mo tolo hanu kotoa, mo mea mai. Whamalo atu ki he tahine whahu, tahine sere tute, ko mea mai, whalangilangi. Ki katoanga masiva koen. Ku maulangilangi ia, ko mea mai. Pe malo e manatu ki whai toka. Whamalo atu heni ki hanu whangatu whaafine. O ki heina ki te hina, kau taina, nere me mekensias, o kau whakata. Whamalo atu ki he whaamiri kotoa ki ta mai, ki he whangata mai heni, whangawhae, whangamehikitanga. Kai ki lau whakalau ingoa. Whatawange ke tau mau hakatanga fia. O whonu kresi ia. Ko e kaho nia, ko e aho fia. Ko e tau fia, ko e mea maho inga. Ko e o mea mari, mone lauka te resi ia. Tālo e nā, tā ngutu me mua e mo mea mari pe. Pe hange ko e lau. Pe ka tue ai ke te fe. He? Ko e aho en. Kaho nia whae mani mari. O whātu ka teke mo tolhon kotoa. Ko e whamari morei, ka poku ia harea au tai whiunga. Ko e tō pē ke whakata whatongia. Whatawange ke whai tāpukina ki tātou re eki. Ka eha tau tutuku, pe tau tutuku he eki. Pēa ki rea, levenga malanga katatau atu. To all the English people who doesn't understand what I just said, I'll put it in 2 words. Thank you.
Proud of this brother of mine. He survived a stroke earlier in the year. I know that is his faith, the faith of his stake members, because he's a former stake president, and the faith of his forefathers that have allowed him to walk again, because when he attended his own child's wedding, he was in a wheelchair, but no more. I'm also thankful that his name is Devita Moala, because his grandfather, Fe'aukihala Devita Moala, was actually the son of Tani Inugihetoa and Anefarisiu Pureiku. And I hope that you guys name your kids after our family so we can keep those names alive for a long time. And I didn't mention one more thing for the camera. There's an 8th child in the family. We want to recognize Elen Lina, who is the youngest and was raised in the family and loved so much, and is also single or married already? Married. So Kat's really the last one. We saved the best for last, period. So here's how we're gonna have dinner. I can say we dismiss by row, but that's boring. I want you, if you're sitting at a table with someone who has silvery hair, you get to go first. Even if you're only 18 and your hair's silver already, even if you dyed it like that, you're good to go. If you have gray hair or no hair, please come to enjoy your dinner. You like one, huh? TJ, tamay hafasi. Okay, if you have gray hair or no, there you are, sweetheart. Bring your handsome boy. Come on down. Oh, there you go.
No hair, right in front of you, Sia. To the left, right here.
Right here, right here. How about Come on, Jeff. Own your baldness. Come on down, bro. Gray hair, Teresia. Go ahead, gray. Yes. We're doing a gray check. Please, come on down. Wapini. Perfect. Shiny. Nice. Come on down. Come on, Salesi. I see those gray hairs.
DJ Derry. DJ Derry.
She's a somebody, just can't go on. She wanna party, outside the party. She wanna back it up with somebody. Cause the body got a man of its own.
Get it! Valerie!
To the mind. Africa. What do you call it? I'm in a dancing mood. Yeah. I'm in a dancing mood. Until you pick it up and put it down and come back
I hope everyone's helping themselves to some dinner by now.
2017, yeah, we respect all the team. We play the white and cup, that no one can keep up.
Eu sei que vem nano, cametoa. Eu sei que não vou etamo. Pode do poro, passa poro. Come on, inga. Hawa sunna. Awesa. Epanana.
Anata kakaro, the white and cup. Kakarukunano, anata kakaro, the white and cup. Ole, 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 ole.
This is a white sun cup.
What it dong, gidong.
I know the white sun cup.
Walla bam, bam. Sina punna no mai da nika bene, ina non temerenta kakaro, ina time tua teka kamma kuri, te tare na yon no see. 2017, yeah, we respect all the team. We play that white and cup, that no one can keep up.
Então I'm cava. Eu sei que vem nano, cametoa. Eu sei que não vou etamo. Pode do poro, passa poro. Come on, inga. Hawa sunna. Awesa. Epanana.
Kakarukunano, anata kakaro, the white and cup. Kakarukunano, anata kakaro, the white and cup.
Let go. Ay, kami aurangi te buti poro. Bigi kana kondi te poro. Hero kotena no kibe teno. Emari do liro. Jogu kurene itaki mete upo. Ay, pana kamaninga. Ninga.
Kakarukunano, anata kakaro, the white and cup. Kakarukunano, anata kakaro, the white and cup.
Malo e frau nga e fasi ngari katoa nga e aho. Slow things down a little bit while you're enjoying dinner. Want to send a quick dedication out to the rest of the Moala kids who couldn't be here for today. Fusi Fania, who's married to Leoluai, is the eldest, living in Brisbane. Want to dedicate this to Fata. Also to Leo. It's Leo Awi Matangi Kafo So'otanga Moala. Married to Fa'autu, residing in Samoa. They have 10 kids. And then, of course, we have Ngalmalimana here and Tautai and Kat. And then Naomi Fuimaono, who's married to Lawrence Fuimaono. They just got married in 2020. They live in Waimea, Samoa. They have 4 kids. Actually, they've been married for a while, 4 kids. And then the youngest is Elenlina Tumua, married to Alessandra Ioane, December of 2020. During COVID, they got married in Samoa. So we want to dedicate this to all of the siblings who are not able to be here with us but are watching, and of course wishing they could be here from Brisbane and from Samoa. And also to Auntie Sivaimanga, thank you for putting up with Uncle all these years in Samoa. If you haven't had any dinner, please make your way over. The bride and groom are going to be making their rounds, visiting with you, taking pictures. motelolo, lata anga o enofo, he angi ae toke lau, o fafana ki au, he kaweinga e falau. Don ke hiva telesi e ok talavoange. Pa I he langi maa, he pine tonga o kuhaka, lea tori he kakala, o luva ki he pulangi, he oka malu e fiafi, he ake e manatu ai, aluka e foki mai, siki e manatu ai, he aluka e foki mai, he ake e manatu ai, aluka e foki mai. Oma o FALEO'O, lauka o mahiki, manu o palataisi. Si talavou mon koe whanau a kaloni o whatu. He malu o e pame, he wainga I he siale, se o katakape. He wainga I he siale, se o katakape. O whatu. I want to dedicate this to all the Sapigas, the Rokenis. We're going to take you to Salailua, Savai. Siva, my MC. Afio anelo ale aunga fa'apai se isao sao noa la e Samoa amata ususu le ai ulia lui le atoa sulu ile malo mamalo lai le tuinga salani le nuua ovale I ila mawalungai o le taso asili le mataina fai mamalu le faiva pese mai sili le sila taulao angava isio sa le mavai le mamalu nai ola esili atulava I ona pone la Samoa mamalu ai lava lo sao noa ya olo anele fua malepa o fai mali e mole pati malepo se ifa asolo fai va uasa ni amole nei aso so alau tele laval fa atafiti tawalunga leso onata fiti e uti o fia ngafa Samoa moni lava uasili. Man, she doesn't breathe in that song. Faiva sila taula angava isio sa ele mava ola esili atulava iona pone la Samoa mamalu ai lava lo sausa noa bese mai mamalu le faiva sila taula angava isio sa ele mamalu nai ola esili atulava iona pone la Samoa Mama Luai lava lo sao sao no. Hey, hey, ho. I want to thank my co-MC for entertaining all of y'all. And thank my cousin for helping us clear up the pale. You know, people who have never attended a Polynesian wedding probably wonder, like, what is the dollar bills about? You know, whenever we would celebrate as people of Moana Nui Akea, or people of the ocean in the Pacific, whenever you're watching someone perform, of course the performance is to entertain and to celebrate the couple for which we've come together. But often when you can hardly contain your excitement when you're watching a dancer, you take something of rare possession just to give them as a token of your gratitude. It could be the lei that you're wearing. Some women will take a scarf off, or they'll take off a beautiful piece of material that they've wrapped as a lava lava and put it on them. It could be anything. And fortunately, these days, it's dollar bills. And we all know in the time that we're living, these unprecedented times, when these dollar bills are shared, it's not because we're all rich, but it's because we can just hardly contain the love that we have. And with whatever we have, we will give so that we can also contribute to the bride and groom. So it isn't a fundraiser in any sorts, but hey, if you feel like throwing your credit cards in here, that's fine too. Yes. And you know, one thing I loved about reading what the bride and groom gave us is that everybody in their line is successful or on their way to their dreams, and this is the company they keep. You know, this is the kind of example that both Lloyd and Kat have been for their friends and family. I just met our youngest looking senior who's here with us, a former coach at BYU, who's a good friend of our groom. He's over here on this back table right here. He is 91 years old. Can you believe it? This is Courtney. He does not look, he asked me, how old do you think I am? I said, Courtney, you look 62. But he's actually 91. So at this time, I'm gonna ask him, since he's probably the most senior who doesn't look his age, if he could maybe tell us what's some good advice we could give Kat about Lloyd, or about marriage. Yeah, or football for the Cougars, whatever you like. Help our coach out, whatever. We're so honored to have you here. You know, in our culture, especially in Hawaii, we talk a lot about kupuna, our ancestors. I bet you the sacrifices this man has made and the blessings that his posterity have enjoyed are immense. And so why not, as a big family here of Lloyd's, not only thank him for being here, but honor his presence, because we could learn a thing or two. So why don't you give some advice to Lloyd and Kat, who just got married today?
I had the opportunity to get acquainted with Lloyd through my two sons many, many years ago. So we spent lots of time. He was one of those fire dancers. He did that at our house, entertained our neighbors a number of times. He's a great young man. If you'll just remember, as I've taught all my life, if you'll just be where you ought to be, doing what you ought to be doing, when you ought to be doing it, you will be successful. And he's done that. Thank you. I appreciate the young man and congratulate him.
We are honored to have you here. Words of wisdom, not only for the groom, but for all of you single ladies and men who are looking at each other. Ask me first, because you might be cousins. But yes, a wedding is often a good place to hook up. Thank you for those words of wisdom. We're so honored to have you here. I just love that you don't look your age. You guys, the genes are very apparent. DJ, you'd like some more music? And occasionally we'll get some words of advice from more of the guests that are here. Where's our bride and groom? Stay tuned. Our entertainment will begin very soon.
microphone. Mahina si ene halani huelo hai helo totani lamano aho ku atamai manatu ofakatu putangi seeing you, my lovely island lady, there's no other like you. Fine, yes, you are my kind. Sweet Bella, one girl from the West Pacific side. They love it when you're close to me. You want to vibe with me. To this sweet island, with the girl, come dance with me.
I know there's just a few more people in the family that are helping themselves to the food. We're going to start the entertainment very soon. The first group we're going to have come is Scrumptious. And there's some talented, innovative dancers who I first saw at Poly Days. I know that Kat, with her involvement with UVSC, where she once attended, that became UVU. I know along with Moana and everybody at UVU that worked hard for Poly Days to become what it is. I'm so glad I was able to see how successful that festival has become. So Scrumptious is going to entertain, and then we have some of Lloyd, the bride's in-laws. Yeah, Lloyd's family will come and do a special performance for us right after Scrumptious. And then we're going to invite the maid of honor, Teresia, if she could please get ready with her speech, because after that is the bridesmaids dance. Right after that will be the best man's toast. It's just kind of a heads up to those who are participating in the program. Katak family, kapau o ke mafana, pia ke ongoi, e whai ha o tau olunga, pake katak yo whakahoko mai he taimini. Taimini tau toktari pe ke mei tuku e maripa tau wheturi-turi mai ki mua. Ke toki tala e ai tau olunga. So I'm just letting all of our Tongan family know and Samoan. There are a few Ta'olungas that will be representing the family, just a few. We're all going to consolidate and do it together because we're one family. But I'd just like you to let us know ahead of time so that we can keep everything within the allotted time that we've been given here at the Marriott to celebrate. I hope you're enjoying. I've never been to a reception here at the Marriott. I want to thank Lloyd and Kat for bringing us here. I finally feel like I'm in America. Because when we live in Hawaii, we don't hardly ever go have receptions at the hotel because you know why. It's very, very expensive. You deserve the beauty of this day, and everyone you love is here for you. So, Scrumptious coming up soon. Friends and family, I hope you were able to take pictures in the photo booth because now it's officially closed. I want to thank our photographers for being here and hope you were able to see some of your pictures from the photo booth. Lloyd's family will be entertaining us in a few moments. I want to thank the Schwenkies for bringing their talented group. Our photo booth just closed for the evening. And because our photographer will be here, we'd like to move our program along so that we can get to the cake cutting and the couple's first dance. You know, I just ran into a cousin of mine who I treat as my brother, Jaco Ahoy, and I just thought about how proud he is to be from Vaimoso in Samoa. Vaimoso in the house! Woohoo! Now that I've been to Samoa, you know what I learned? Maybe DJ, you can turn it down a little bit. I went to my uncle Poao Ahoy's funeral in Samoa and I learned a lot about Samoa. You know, Vaimoso reminds me of Sparta. The reason why the Spartan men were great warriors is because of the women who raised them. The women from Vaimoso. I want you to know that our bride, she went to elementary in Vaimoso. That's where it started for her. So we're looking forward to some future Spartans from you. You know, it was during those elementary days that she developed her relationship with the Tavanas. I just saw Chief Namlaulu. I know he entered the room, and he was the principal at that time in the elementary. And of course, their relationship as a family would cross the ocean. I know when Kat came to Hawaii to our nephew Clifton's wedding, she stayed with Justina while she was out in Hawaii. So I want to thank the Tavana family and all the Ainga from Vaimoso who are here with us. So nice to have you all here. You know, she ended up going to Pesenga. How many of you are Pesenga alumni? Right here, right here. Throw it up, Jaco. Okay, so if the classmates are here from Pesenga, please stand up. That's what I'm talking about. Church College of Western Samoa became Pesenga, and some of the greatest leaders I know went to that school. So it's great to have you all here to celebrate with Kat. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, so the sister school, Lorene is right. See, Lorene Schwenke knows. The sister school of Pesenga is Liahona. It's the church school over in Tonga as well. We have any Liahona alumni over there? You have any school spirit? Oh, I make it. Oh, good. Thank you, sis. Only you. You know, we're actually going to celebrate Lloyd's decision to marry Kat by having his family do the first entertainment. Now, I want you to know, in the Tongan custom, whoever does the first number, it's important. We call it tafi malae. And in Tongan weddings, traditionally, the man is in charge of the program. So I want to thank Lloyd. Thank you for being so humble and letting us be involved. See, Leata is waiting for a chance for talk on the mic, but the Tongan lady never salapulong muku. Go ahead, sis.
Malo Alpito Sia. If anything, I'm just honored to serve. And you know, when we come together as united, we follow our elder. And so Sia is my elder here.
You're right. I'm old.
And I'm just following her phenomenal lead.
Oh, that hurts.
Young yet very beautiful
You
and
too,
youthful as ever. And so with that, I do want to recognize, it looks like we have mostly of Lloyd's siblings that are here, but I do want to recognize the eldest of the siblings. Auntie Jeanette is here. Let's give her a big round of applause alongside Tony. Lloyd's older brother, Tony, is also here. Many of them, a lot of the siblings, however, most of the family could not be here. But on behalf of that representation, Auntie Jeanette currently resides here in Vineyard, Utah, so she is local. But they also want to take time out to honor and pay a tribute as far as even a moment of silence, because their parents have passed on to the other side. And although they cannot be here, but we feel their hearts and their spirit right here in this room. And so if we can all just take a moment of silence. I know for Uncle Lloyd, having taken on our dear Kat as his lovely bride today, that he is so joyous, not just for Kat and her amazing family and her parents also, that could not be here as well in person. But you know what? A moment of silence, I say, would be such a special tribute. So with that, if we can just take just 30 seconds, a moment of silence to pay that tribute to Uncle Lloyd's parents, again, who have passed on to the other side. So 30 seconds with all due respect and humility. All right, how about a big round of applause in celebration of the union of both families coming together, both who have passed on, for Uncle Lloyd's parents, and to honor Kat's parents as well that could not be here in person, and any other loved ones in our list of our hearts that would have been more than happy to be here but were not able to attend. And so that's just a little share for now in regards to Lloyd's side of the family. We're so excited to also then be able to bring on a special performance. They're getting ready to queue up. So continue to enjoy the rest of the meals that you guys are being served to tonight. But we do have that first performance coming up. So DJ, let's cue up a song here as they get ready to come to front, center, and stage. Fafsailava malo aupito.
Ai te
the Schwenkies could make their way here, we have a special item. And then, of course, Scrumptious is ready right after that, Leata. We'll have the Schwenkies, then we'll do the cake ceremony. We recognize the Sapingas a lot, but I didn't get a chance to give a shout out to all of the family on Auntie Fuamoli's side of the family. Fuamoli Pomale is the late mother of our groom. All the way from California, Auntie Fale Nico and Auntie Lotu Mapuatuli. Fafitai for coming all the way out from California. Uncle Alaisulu Pomale, Uncle Filemu Pomale, and especially we have an auntie named Mana, Leatua Levao, and her family. They're all here from Colorado. They've come all the way from Colorado, and it's been 40 years since we've seen our Colorado family. Can we give a nice round of applause to all of the groom's mother's family that have come from so far? We also want to recognize his late father, biological father, Taitu'unga Esau Rokeni. He has an uncle here from Arizona, Tafi, and aunties Francella, Pola Tuau, and Auntie Televise, and her husband Lloyd. Oh, and Auntie So'o. When the lights come on, we hope to see you, so all the family know each other by face. But in the meantime, in between time, for your entertainment, now that the lights are off and it's a little bit romantic kind in here, and you guys are ready oh, never mind, and then there was light. Go to the light, brothers and sisters, go to the light. We're gonna invite the Schwenkies to entertain. This is Lloyd's family, excited to welcome Kat. Today, Kat is no longer a Moala. Today, Kat is now a Sapiga. Mrs. Sapiga.
By the way, the president and the founder for this dance group, Tausala Production, is none other than our very own Fina Schwenki Tavita in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give her a big round of applause.
Pats.
We have Layla, Papi, and Aliyah at the front. Give them a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
This is a Cook Island love song, especially for you, Uncle Lloyd, and your beautiful, beautiful bride, Kat.
Thank you, girls. Ready? Ai ngā lua wō mai māsani. O le tatu taupou le nea fiafi, o le tamaitai. E suafa ia Elesi Adele Schwenki Taito. We'd like to ask all other Ayulis to stand by. We'd like to ask the groom to be the first Ayuli. When, also known as Birdie, when she first started doing Tausala, Lloyd escorted her on her first big Tausala performance at the age of 14. So I'd like to ask Lloyd to please Ayulia Tausala before everyone else joins in. Presenting Birdie.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've just been entertained again by the groom side of the family, the Tawalunga Productions, Tausala Productions, excuse me, that we're here represented by our Tavita and our Schwenke families together for the Sapiga family. Give it up to Birdie Tausala Lalele tonight. All right, wow. With that, we're going to go ahead and run through our next entertainment group that will be coming up. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Scrumptious in the house. They are getting ready for center stage. Scrumptious will be our next entertainment and performance this evening. And so, DJ, let's cue up a song here as we bring Scrumptious to the stage. They're getting ready to cue and line up once again. Thank you to all the families all together on Kat and Lloyd's side for the lovely gifts of donations of the dollar bills shared this evening for Tausala. Thank you very much. Paftailava malo aubito.
Can we please have the maid of honor join us? We're gonna have the maid of honor's toast, and I want the best man to prepare as well. I think the best man's been prepared for a few years now, so we'll start with our maid of honor and then our best man, and they're gonna give their speeches to the bride and groom. I was gonna say propose a toast, but I think you drank all of the wine at your table already. The apple cider, I'm kidding. You ready? You gonna open one? All right, so because we're all family here, I'd like to make an announcement about your children. And I know this because I have 8 children. If you notice, I didn't bring a single one with me. And the ones that we have here are here because we love them so much. So moms and dads, while you're sitting there being entertained by me and Leata, please call your children to sit by you. Because I don't want them to get injured when all of the aunties and uncles run in to dance when they're so excited. I don't want any of your grandchildren to get hurt. And when people are doing their taolungas and offering their gifts, it would behoove you to keep your kids close by you. Also, because we're at the Marriott, please make sure that they're in this room and not in the hallways. Yeah? This isn't rude. It's just talking to family. So I want to thank you for your cooperation, making sure. If you're like me and you have 8, every now and again you got to do roll call. Count the heads, make sure they're with you so that we can really have a wonderful time together. And don't worry, kids, about running in and picking up any of the dollars. We don't want you to get run over. We have all of our aunties and uncles are going to take care of that, okay? So with no further ado, I'd like to invite Teresia and Shan, if they could join us. They're going to make their speeches as best man and maid of honor. And then we're going to invite the bride and groom to come and cut their cake. And they'll have their first dance as husband and wife. And the presentation of the cakes will be short and sweet. We'll keep it simple and classy, just like the bride and groom. And we have 2 cakes that will be presented, and I'll be making that presentation. We agreed as a family that we wouldn't be doing the fine mats, not because they're not important, but because we have another way of showing our love and respect and keeping our family close. So, Teresia?
Hello, everyone. My name is Delecia FALEO'O, and I am Kat's maid of honor. I'm not crying because I'm sad. I'm crying because I'm so happy. Kat is my cousin, but she's more like an older sister. I just want to share a quick memory that I share with Kat. It was one day we had a family reunion, and I didn't have my ID at the time for me and Kat to fly to California. And so Kat, being the person that she is, she said, how about we drive to California, just you and me? And I said, you know what, you're awesome, let's do it. So we did, we drove to California, we got our own hotel, we had a blast. And then after the reunion and everything, Kat said, you know what, let's fly back home. Kat and I split up for a little bit, and Kat made it to the airport. She boarded the flight, but I didn't. I was standing there checking in still, and it was time to board the plane. Kat freaked out. She was gonna fight the person on the plane because she said, my cousin's still out there. I need to go and get her. She's by herself. This is the person that Kat is. You know, she looks out for her family and her friends. But I did call Kat. I told Kat, you know what, Kat, go ahead. I'm okay. Uncle Jeffrey and Lana are here. They will come and pick me up. But I just want you guys to know that this is the person that Kat is. She loves family. I'm so happy that Kat has found her companion, Lloyd. I met Lloyd over the phone for the first time. We were in Hawaii, and you know, I didn't know that Kat had a boyfriend at the time. We were driving, me, Tina, and Fala in the car, and Kat got a phone call, and the first thing we heard on speaker was, hey, babe. I was taken back because I was like, hey, babe, who is this person calling our Kat, hey, babe? But it was Lloyd. Lloyd, welcome to the family. We are so happy that we get to recruit another youth to the Cougars. Go Cougs. Okay. But Kat, I do want to ask everyone to please be patient with me at this time. Kat has always mentioned that she wishes her family was here. Kat, I did ask a couple of people if they could please just share their thoughts and share their love with you at this moment. I know I wouldn't be standing here if you did have your sisters here with you today. This morning, Kat called them, showed them her dress and everything, and shared a couple moments of tears with them. But Kat, I will play a couple of voice messages for you, and these are from your family. Fafetai Lloyd, for your love for Kat and everything, but please bear with me as I share these voice messages with you. Tuau Fatu.
Hi everyone. I hope everyone's enjoying the celebration. Well, my name is Ellen Lena. I am the bride's youngest sister. And I just wanted to share a small note for my sister and her handsome man, Lloyd. Molo uso au lele folingala ititi to my beautiful young looking sister Kat. Faftaile tua waulia mailene yaso malofa moe man manuia. I have always looked forward to this day, sis, so that we can watch you do the catwalk and all. And yes, it's finally here. Only we're watching you with so much pride and joy from afar, cheering you on, sister. No tears, because it's a day of celebration. Mightiest and biggest congratulations, my beautiful sister, and your man, Lloyd. Now, Dad can safely say all his girls are taken care of. Wish I was there to give you a big hug and tell you that you are slaying beautifully in your white wedding dress. But that's okay. Sia's gonna do that for me. Thank you, Sia. I love you so much, Kat. I've never seen you glow and have stars in your eyes like how you do now with Lloyd. You deserve it all, my dear sister. Please know that all the flowers that bloom today are for you, my girl. Welcome to married life, sis. To our brother Lloyd, Kat. I know you will treasure her just as much as she will treasure you. Welcome to the family. Alofale tua famanuia lilua ainga fo. But ya fua tope tope kako vingeka. In English, may God bless your marriage, grant you the fruits of your labor abundantly. Love always, the two Moas.
Congratulations to the newly wedded couple. My beautiful sister Kat and her Prince Charming, Lloyd. Today is all about you and your Prince Charming, sis. My dearest, beautiful sister, my heart melts with joy that you finally found the man of your dreams, and it's a perfect match, made in heaven to be reunited on this planet. No matter if you are miles away from me on your special day, but my heart and spirit is there just for you, sis. Sis, I love you so much, and I am so proud of you today. You look so beautiful in that wedding dress. You make every piece of the puzzle complete in your own way with our family. You sacrifice so much and your unconditional love for anyone at any time. You are one super sister that I'm blessed with. I love you, sis. If only I have wings, I will save it just for today to fly thousands of miles to be with you today. To the handsome Lloyd that stole my sister's heart, welcome to the family. Thank you, Lloyd, for loving my sister and spoiling her from day one until now. She is one lucky woman to have you, but you are blessed with her on your side. I love you, Lloyd, and I know my son Hans can't wait to see you in person and make a great team versus Kat. Oh, by the way, one request, Lloyd. Could you please save your wife's wedding dress for me to renew my vows, please? Even though I know I won't be able to fit in that dress. Cheers to you both, and make more memories to cherish. Thank you to all families and friends for coming today to celebrate together this special day for Kat and Lloyd. We love you, all our families and friends who took time out to be here for Kat and Lloyd. May our Heavenly Father's blessings be upon each and everyone, especially the newly wedded couple. We love you guys.
manguia lea. Ia pa manguia lea kua ia o luanga. Malo. Ora vainga ia o lua lua. Ainga po. Ala whakelea. Ia.
Whakaatai I le alofa le tua. Wa tātou au lea malamanuia le nei aso sa whaamoe moeina mo lulua sa whiwhia. Whaatai tele lawa ui lawa ina langona le whaanoa noa le nganga o no le mwhai o na whaatasi atu. Ia ai whaamoe lawa I le nganga o le li I u whaapeo na whaatasi atu. Whaatau uina malamanuia ia lolua whaamoe paulawa le nganga ia alofangia ia lolua aso ia taunu o fuafuanga uma ma ia whaamawina lolua ainga I lumol finangalo le tua ina ia mawase mana I manuia whaatai fo ia Lloyd malona nganga alofa wa mwhaiai o na ia whiriwhiria o ia e avea o sana tautonga mo le langa leima le o langa whaavau ia e alofangia ia o tau uma alofa atu mo ainga uma lava o e o lo whaatasi atu wa le mwhai o na o atu I le luasa whiwhia ia o whaatu malo e tau lava ki e ahoni kai ngatonga o kongo I e loto mamahi koe uhi koe kai ke lava ki au atu ki whakataha mo ki mautolo I e aho whiwhia o Katerina mo Lloyd ai whakawhitai whakmalo ki e eiki ho o mou ofa ho o mou kau I e whaka kiki o e aho mahu inga koe o lina mo Lloyd pea ofa ke whaitapo kina e eiki ho o mou whakataha I e aho koe ni ofa ke tokoni I e eiki mea kotoa pe pea ofa ke maha aho whia o mau ofa lahi atu ko mau loto o kui hena ka ko mau sino o kai ke lava ke mau watu o mau ofa lahi atu ka te ki mau tolu tua o whatu. Ia, o mau.
I think they're done with you. All right, guys, talofa. It's not like me usually to actually have to read something off of a paper. I speak a lot, but this gentleman means a lot to me. I was joined by a very dear friend of mine this morning in spirit. We lost Ricky about a year ago, but Ricky joined me today to remind me on some of the amazing times we've had together. Sorry, you can't hear me. I want to thank all of you guys for coming tonight to celebrate this amazing time with these two awesome individuals. I want to share a little bit of some memories and stories that Lloyd and I have, and I could go on forever, so I'll share some of those later. But through the years, well over 30 years together, guys, we've been through thick and thin. He's pulled me off the court when I wanted to fight Charles Barkley. We've been through finals games together. We've been to Hall of Fame inductions together. We've been everywhere together, guys, but there's nothing probably more meaningful than tonight. This relationship that these two have reminds me of my relationship. I met my amazing wife 6 years ago that changed my life. And over the last year of spending time with these two, by the way, she's just about a Utes fan. She comes to our Utah games with us, so I'm so proud of her. She bleeds blue and red. But to watch these two, and I'm sure all of you guys have emotional relationships with these two, but to watch these two together, they're meant to be. And it's pretty special. I've been blessed to be part of Lloyd when Lloyd was given the matai. And it was pretty amazing to spend time in your hometown, my hometown, Lloyd's hometown. I love Samoa, been there many times, but other than that, literally this means that much to me, bro. And I have never truly seen you so happy or at peace than with this amazing soulmate. She completely fulfills your life, your heart, and your soul. And I've been through it, bro. I get to see it. So I wanna thank you, Kat, from the bottom of my heart, welcoming my family into your life through this amazing man. And with that being said, can everybody please grab a drink and raise a hand? Everybody? I love yous. Welcome to the family, Kat. I love you too. God bless you. Cheers. Love you, bro.
All right, how about a big round of applause for Sia, Maid of Honor, and Shan, Best Man. Thank you very much.
You know, when Shan's talking about the going to the playoffs, I think a lot of you don't realize he's talking about the NBA. For those of you who don't know, when I talk to a few people in Hawaii who are nieces and nephews of Lloyd, they're like, we love Uncle Lloyd. Did you know, Sia, that he was actually the personal trainer and bodyguard for the best power forward in the NBA, Mr. Karl Malone? Yay! And I said, wow, really? I said, yeah, anytime we want to see an NBA game, that was our uncle that we called. And so I love that he shared that. Yes? Your new bodyguard. Saiketau Ilo. Lucky you. President, you're so lucky you have the best bodyguard. And he got the muscles for it, too. We got to work on ours. But I just wanted to add that, Leata, that when Shan's talking so casually about things we dream about doing, that's what these guys were doing together. And so we're actually going to invite the bride and groom to please come from where they are to the cake for the cake cutting, Leata. And after this, they're going to have their first dance. While they're making their way over, I think Dr. Tavanat didn't hear me earlier, but I want to make a small correction. When Kat was at Vaimoso Elementary, she transferred to Pesenga. Because I saw some of them like, wait, was he the principal at Vaimoso? No, it was Pesenga Elementary. Meanwhile, I will say, this handsome young man was blessed to be raised by his grandparents. And any of you who were raised by your grandparents know that that's a very special time. His mother came here to America on a nursing scholarship, and that's where he married Va'ai Sapiga, who became such a great father figure to our groom. Our groom actually went to junior high school in Carson, California. Cali in the house. Anybody here from California? Eh? Yeah, represent. Went to Carson High School. Actually got accepted to play football at Rick's Junior College, where he was on a football scholarship. And then he served a mission in San Antonio, Texas. Came back and got accepted to the University of Utah, where he also played football. Graduated in '92 with his Bachelor of Science in Sociology and Criminology. This was a man who was making plans and achieving goals. And today, the most important goal anyone could hope for is to begin an eternal family. And next to him is a young woman who did the same. When she left Samoa, after she graduated from Pesenga, came to BYU Hawaii, and then transferred here to UVU, where she got her master's in business administration. And she's assistant general manager at the Hampton. Yeah. And you heard the advice. If you didn't understand what was being said in Samoan, the siblings in Samoa are wishing them all the best, hoping that they continue to multiply this joy that they feel today. They are good auntie and uncle, but they're gonna have their own too. So we look forward to the times we'll continue to celebrate. Our photographer is doing her thing while they share the cake.
Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love.
Okay, everybody, we're gonna count down 3, 2, 1. Is this for the first kiss? Oh, they're sharing the cake. Oh, what am I talking? Gosh, we're talking about dreams and I'd be saying all this other stuff. You know you wanted to see that. Terrible. Can you count 3, 2, 1 with me? Here we go. 3.
Mr. and Mrs. Sapiga.
May you share all that is sweet in life, and may all the bitter be sweet because you have each other.
Congratulations, Kat and Lloyd.
There goes my heart beating, 'cause you are the reason I'm losing my sleep.
Let's give them a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. and Mrs. Kat Sapiga have taken stage for their first dance as Mr. and Mrs. Sapiga.
That I'm still breathing, I'm hopeless now. I'd climb every mountain and swim every ocean just to be with you and fix what I've broken. Oh, 'cause I need you to see that you are the reason. There goes my hand shaking, and you are the reason. My heart keeps bleeding, and I need you now. And if I could turn back the clock, I'd make sure the light defeated the dark. I'd spend every hour of every day keeping you safe, and I'd climb every mountain and swim every ocean just to be with you and fix what I've broken. Oh, 'cause I need you to see that you are the reason. I don't wanna fight no more. I don't wanna hurt no more. I don't wanna cry no more. Come back, I need you are the reason. Closer, just a little closer. Come a little closer. I need you to hold me tonight. I'd climb every mountain and swim every ocean just to be with you and fix what I've broken. 'Cause I reason.
Chee! Another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. At this hour, we will go ahead and ask the bride to remain on stage, as this will be a time for the bride to take the dance floor with her brother. And so her brother, I believe it will be Tevita, that will be taking stage with Kat on behalf of their father, who is not here presently today.
That when I was a child, before life removed all the innocence,
A father and daughter
my father
dance,
would lift me high,
Tevita being that representation today for
dance
Kat's
with
father,
my
for their
mother
father.
and me, and then spin me around till I fell asleep. Then up the stairs he would carry me, and I knew for sure I was loved. If I could get another chance, another walk, another dance with him, I'd play a song that would never, ever end. How I'd love, love, love to dance with my father again. When I and my mother would disagree, to get my way I would run from her to him. He'd make me laugh just to comfort me, yeah, yeah. Then finally make me do just what my mama said. Later that night when I was asleep, he left $1 under my sheet. Never dreamed that he would be gone from me. If I could steal one final glance, one final step.
Now Tautai will have a chance to dance with his sister to represent their father. So thankful that two of her brothers could be here with us.
'Cause I'd love, love, love to dance with my father again.
Kat says, my dad, Saulala Moala, is the definition of hard work. He worked hard to provide for us when we were young, always making sure we have food to eat and whatever we need. He's loyal and definitely loves to joke around with people. Kat works hard because her father showed her how.
All right, another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. A love of that of her two brothers for the bride. At this time, we would like to call upon the groom, who will now be dancing with someone he holds dear and to his heart, close to his heart, representing that love of a mother, other than Auntie Fale, who is here today. Auntie Fale. And in exactly the lyrics of this song is perfectly portraying the love that Auntie Fale has had for Uncle Lloyd. Always there, never far, and always near.
You were there for me to love and care for me.